Hello, parents and students. This is Mr. Ellering from Columbia Heights High School. Before I get started on how we will be running our distance learning classes, I want to say that I hope that everyone in your family is safe and healthy. What we are going through right now is new to all of us. We may run into some bumps in the road, but in the end, we will reach our destination. The best way to contact me if you need to is my email. So if you have received this message, then you already have my email address. Please contact me with questions and/or concerns. Now, starting next week, Monday, we will be starting with a day 2 schedule. Tuesday next week will be a day 1. That's when this class will meet, Advanced Algebra through Data Exploration. I'll go through the daily schedule in a little bit. Next Wednesday will be a day 2, Thursday day 1, Friday day 2. We'll continue with that, day 1 and day 2 the following week. Please remember that there is no school on April 9th and 10th. Now, what does the daily schedule look like? First block will begin at 8:30 to 9:45. Now, we will be using Zoom as our online platform. That does not mean we're going to be staring at the computer screen from 8:30 to 9:45. Class might be 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45, 50. Okay, it depends. It's going to be different for me, and it's going to be different for each teacher. Okay. Second period is going to go from 10 to 11:15. Everybody has the same lunch, 11:15 to 11:45. Third block, 11:45 to 1, and fourth block, 1:15 to 2:30. Now, teachers are also going to have office hours. During the office hours, for me, there's 3 ways that you can reach me. One will be on Zoom, either by chatting with me, or by using the microphone and talking to me. Well, I'll talk a little bit about that more later, or emailing me. And also in the afternoon, there will be office hours 2:30 to 3:30. Again, this is primarily for getting extra help. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be using Zoom for distance learning. A link has been posted to your Highlander page. Please go and look at your Highlander page for that link. If for some reason you do not have that, you did not get the directions, please email me and I'll send a link to you. Now, there are some distance learning expectations, routines, and procedures that are for my class. That doesn't mean it's going to be the same for all the other teachers, okay? So a copy of this has been attached to this email. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So Advanced Algebra through Data Exploration. So again, we're going to be having class on day 1, so next Tuesday, from 8:30 to 9:45. Okay, and I doubt if we're going to be on for the full hour, 15 minutes. Please realize we are still taking attendance. Attendance will be taken during the online class. Now, what do I expect you to do before class? Because we're going to run this as a flipped classroom. So, a video of the lesson for each daily topic will be presented. During this time, you are expected to, 1, watch the video and take notes before the online class starts. 2, write down the examples and definitions. Do the best job that you can with the video notes. Remember, you can always pause it and rewind it. Write something down that you learned, and C is really important. Write down something you need further clarification on. That's what you need to be asking me during class time or during office hours. At the beginning of class, we haven't done this quite a lot this year, but we did it a few times. We're going to have a warm-up. And the warm-up is going to deal with the lesson that you should have already watched. I'm going to give you a few minutes to work on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and solve it online. Okay, after that, we're then going to go ahead and start working on our classwork. Again, we usually have lots of time in class to work on our classwork, okay? So we're gonna spend time working on our classwork. I may do a problem or 2 or 3 with you, and then the rest of that time is for you to finish it. Okay, there is a big change though with classwork, which I will get to in a second. All right, so during this time, if there are things that you need help with or gaps that I need to fill in for understanding, this is where you need to ask me some questions. Now, the classwork problems will also be used to take attendance. The daily classwork problems must be submitted to be considered present. So I'm going to check attendance online, and I'm going to take attendance based on your classwork and submitting it. And I'll go over all of that and how to do that in a little bit. Your name must be on each page that you submit, just like you're turning it into the basket. Your name needs to be on it. And I must be able to read what is on each page. And this is what's different. You must submit the problems by 3:30 on the day we have class. There's not going to be very many problems. It might be 4 problems, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think we're going to go above 8 problems, okay? 10 at the max, but the assignments are going to be really short. All right, expectations. Keep it real, ladies and gentlemen. Ask questions. Okay, so again, there's 3 ways you can ask questions. During the online class or during class time, there will be a place on the screen where you're going to be able to raise your hand, and I can click on your microphone. I forgot to mention that. When you get in class, your microphone is turned off, your video is turned off. You have to leave them turned off. If you want to talk to me, you have to raise your hand, and I will click on your video on the microphone, and then we can talk. Just remember, I believe everybody else can hear you also. I also should mention that all of these online classes and office hours will be recorded and kept on file. So please realize that this is being recorded. Another way you can talk to me on Zoom is with chat. You can type a question. Those are the 2 ways to communicate with me during class. The 3rd way, again, is email, but I'm not going to be looking at my email during class. So please engage fully, integrate, keep open-minded. This is all new for all of us. Utilize what you've learned. Monitor your own devices, okay? Put your phones away, just like I tell you in class, and concentrate, all right? I can't see that you have your phone in your hand. Monitor yourself. And number 8, be honest and do your own work. All right, how do grades work? Well, grades are going to be kind of the same. We're going to be doing our classwork, but remember, you must submit a picture of it by 3:30 on the day of class. Again, that's 25% of your grade. Mastery quizzes. We will not be taking any new mastery quizzes for the duration of online school, but you will have the opportunity to complete old mastery quizzes if there are some that you have not passed. I will contact you individually via email for that makeup work. Please check emails daily. Again, those are worth 25% of your grade. Be patient. I have over 120 students, and I have some that have a lot of makeup work, and we're doing it all using email and stuff. So if I don't get to you right away, it might be quicker for you to email me, all right? Tests, we will still take tests. Tests will be administered on Zoom during class time. They will not be on Moodle. They will be shorter and will not have a review section. Students will need to submit, you will need to submit your answers within 15 minutes of the end of class. Okay, and remember, this is worth 40% of your overall grade. There will be a final exam, just like a regular test. If we go all the way to the end of the year doing this, the final exam will be on Zoom, all right? And that's 10% of your grade. So those are the online expectations. Again, we are shortening things up quite a bit. All right, next. So again, we'll be using Moodle to link onto the Zoom for class and office hours. The lesson will be on there, the assignment, where to submit assignments, and the graphing calculator. So let me go over that quick. So when you log into Moodle, right underneath the book, you're going to see the links for the morning office hours, this is for when we have class, and then the afternoon office hours. Now, those are not set up yet. The links are not there, but that's where you're going to go. And all you're going to need to do is click on it, and it should bring you to Zoom. Here are the mastery quizzes, the ones that we've taken, if you need to review those, if you have to redo any. Now, as far as the lessons, again, right here, this is for next Tuesday. The date is wrong. I'm going to fix that. This is March 31st. You're going to, before class on Tuesday, you need to watch this video and take notes. Okay, do the best you can. Then during class, we're going to do a warm-up, and then we're going to do the worksheet. Okay, it's not going to pull up for some reason, but there's only 6 problems on it. Okay, I don't know why it's not pulling up, but there is a worksheet there. And then you don't need a printer for this. You're just going to copy it down and put it in your notebook or on a piece of paper, and then you're going to take a picture of it and submit it. All right, now submitting it. So there's 2 places where you can submit. There's a submit above the calendar, and there's a submit below the calendar. It does not matter. So you're going to click submit. You're going to need to put your first name, last name. You're going to need to choose what are you submitting. Okay, now some of you, I have your worksheets in the basket. I've got the baskets here at home. I've got your folders here at home. So some of you, I do have these worksheets. Some of you, when I look through the folders, you have them with you. So I'm going to be asking you to take a picture of just one of the pages, and I will let you know that later. Okay, so that's coming up. So then you're going to click on Add File, and you're going to upload your picture, and then you're going to submit. And I'm going to get it, and we'll be able to see it. All right? So that is where we will submit our work. Okay, and the last thing is the calculator. Again, here's the calculator. There's a video on how to access it. If you need to, watch that video. It's pretty easy. Texas Instruments did send me an email saying they are working on software that should work on the Chromebook. It would be free for the graphing calculator, but they don't have that available yet. So as soon as I know that, I will send you the link to that so that if you want, you should be able to put that, I think, be able to put that on your Chromebook. But it's really not necessary because you do have access to a calculator right here. All right, I believe that's everything that I needed to go through with you. Yes, it is. So again, if you have questions, please email me, both parents and students. And please stay safe and make sure you are practicing the social distancing that is recommended. Hopefully we will get back in the classroom before the end of the year, because this is a little strange talking to a computer screen, and I've never expected that I'd ever teach this way, but we have to do what we're doing now. So good luck, folks. Goodbye.